time for a Chelsea check-in. What's going on the rest of the day? What do you have on the docket? And what do I need to be aware of before we wrap up the show here?
Not sure if you need to be aware of it, but I probably have a nap in my future. I've been going to
Nice.
bed a little bit too late. I stayed up to watch the end of that Bucks Nets game last night. So I think right after this, I'll probably take a nap. So those are my banner plans for this weekend.
Wow, that sounds so exciting. Unbelievable. I love it, Chelsea. You're not going to go to the playground, no trampolining today, nothing like that?
If the weather is better, I keep waiting on spring to get here, and it's just the light that never comes. Isn't there like a Metallica song about that? The light at the end of the tunnel that like never comes.
That sounds about right.
Nailed it.
That sounds like something Metallica would sing for sure.
I think it's No Leaf Clover is the song that I'm thinking about.
Okay.
But it just continues to be cold here. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's April and it's like 55 degrees out. Where is spring? That is what I'm mad about today. Spring still hasn't sprung here in Nashville.
Yeah, because we all know the best version of you is Spring Chelsea. And we
And
don't
it's
get
not
spring.
coming.
Yeah, when we don't get Spring Chelsea, it's a real downer, I got to tell you.
Right. So I'm going to play some No Leaf Clover and just, sit and sip on some like bourbon or something and just be depressed this weekend and watch
There we
UNC
go.
Duke and hate my life and wear my NC State shirt.
The only thing I have to do right after this is I have to go to the chiropractor. I haven't been to the
God.
chiropractor in like 2.5, 3 years, like pre-COVID, just because I have this crick in my neck. I always get a little weirded out, though. I try not to go a lot. I know some people go on a regular basis, but I'm always afraid, when they relax your neck and they're getting ready to like twist it real quick, I'm always afraid right before they do it, like, is this where I get paralyzed? It always freaks me out just a little bit before I hear my bones go, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you're going to be on the show with a neck brace. You can be like Regina George at the end of Mean Girls.
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, here's my long play. I'm in front of a computer 3 hours every day. It's putting strain on my eyes, strain on my neck. So I'm going to go to the chiropractor. He's going to say, how did this happen? I'm going to say, staring at a computer screen on my job. And then all of a sudden, I file a massive lawsuit for workman's comp.
Thanks. Everybody's at a computer screen. Like, we don't work that much. What do we have? A 3-hour show? You need to stop complaining. There are people that have 9-to-5s out there.
Chelsea, if you're litigious enough, you can find a way to make a case, and that's what I'm going to do. I'll be retired in 6 months. This is the Daily Tip from BetQL presented by BetMGM. Coming up in 40 minutes on BetQL Daily, the Joes and Aaron do their deep dive on Villanova and Kansas in the Final Four. And NFL win totals were released yesterday at BetMGM. If you missed our debate over whether the Bucks or the Bills are more likely to go over 11.5 wins, download, subscribe, and rate the Daily Tip wherever you get your podcasts. Give us a 5-star and say, love you guys. And we'll love you back. Maybe we'll comment. Okay, Chelsea, here we go. Last night, we had a perfect evening. You went 1-0. I went 2-0. The Donkster went 1-0. Dubs across the board. Let's finish the week strong and find out who we have the most faith in today.
Today's best bets.
Now, today I can see that I have one best bet. You've got a best bet, a lean. So give me your most confident pick, and then I'll give you mine, then we'll do your leans.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go a team total under for Villanova. We talk about this game and how I kind of like the under, but I think the X factor is Kansas because they do like to speed the pace up a little bit. But Villanova loves playing out of the half court. They've got excellent defense. And I think the time off lends itself to a slower pace because I think they will play some better defense on Kansas. And then we talk about the venue change. This is going to be played in a football stadium, the Superdome in New Orleans. So I think the line of sight is going to be a little bit more difficult for the shooters for Villanova. And over the course of the season, they've been really effective at shooting the 3-ball. But I think this affects the 3-point shooters. And combined with the slow pace, I don't think we see a lot of scoring in this one. And plus, Justin Moore is now out for the season. Second leading scorer, second in the team in assists. Plus, Kansas, pretty athletic, pretty long, pretty tall. I think they will be able to pester Villanova a little bit in this one. So I'm going to go with a Villanova team total under 64.5 for minus 110.
Nice. I'm going back to the ice. Man, it's been a crazy roller coaster. Won 9 of 10. Then I lost 4 straight. Now I'm trying to win 4 straight. So we're trying to continue this little mini streak here. It's 3 now, so it's officially a streak. I'm looking at the Oilers hosting the Blues. The Oilers are minus 115 on the money line. The Blues are minus 105. This total opened at 6.5. Chelsea, you know how I feel about these 6.5 point totals, but it's already juiced to the over. And when I did a deeper dive here, I understand why. Edmonton averages 3.43 goals per game. The Blues score at an even higher clip, 3.52 goals per game. Plus, the Oilers have had struggles between the pipes all season long trying to get right there. All of the trends are pointing to a high scoring game. The total has gone over in Edmonton's last 5 games, including 6 consecutive games at home. The total has gone over in 5 of the last 6 games for St. Louis. I'm not going to bet an alternative total here. I'm going to stick with the over 6.5. It's already juiced to minus 120, but I definitely think it's the right side. Over 6.5 goals between the Oilers and the Blues. Let's make it 4 straight on the ice.
God, the books are quaking right now. They're shook. Jenks is on a heater. He's won, 3 bets in a row?
That's right, baby.
3 bets in a row. Don't look now, but
Watch
Jenks
out.
is rolling in the dough. But, 4 in a row, then maybe I'll stop making fun of you.
Fair
All right,
enough.
so 8 ball. Do we like the picks today? Jenks has – did you take the over in the Blues-Oilers game?
Yes, Chelsea, my God. You know what? You're so forgetful. You're messing with my mind. I'm like, wait, didn't I just say? Yes, I did. Over 6.5. Blues Oilers. What do we got?
No, I'm not forgetful. I just don't care. So over 6.5 goals and Blues Oilers. 8 ball. Do we like it? The 8 ball says
Yes. All signs
it
point to
is
yes.
certain.
Yes. That's the sort of positivity I'm looking like on the show. In fact, Chelsea, you just put out some negative energy into the universe, saying that you don't care. So I'm going to guarantee, because you put that negative energy out there, you're going to shake that 8 ball and you're going to get a negative answer. Let's see if you get instant karma.
No, it wasn't negative. I was just being honest that I didn't care. Like, it's not a knock on you. I just don't care. All right, so 8 ball. Do we like Villanova team total under 64.5 for minus 110? 8 ball says it is decidedly so.
Oh, I was wrong about that. I guess
Suck it, Jenks.
Honesty is the best policy. You said you were just being honest. No shame in that. All right, Chelsea, you have a couple leans. So what do you got?
Yeah, I'll be looking at a total in the UNC and Duke game. We talk about all the trends in this one pointing towards the over. I'm going to roll with that because the games that we have seen from Duke and Carolina have looked like NBA games. Nobody's offense has looked better than these two teams. Duke comes in scoring at least 78 points in 9 of their last 10 games. The over is hit for the Blue Devils in 8 of their last 10, and the over is hit in 5 straight head-to-head matchups between Duke and Carolina last time out, being that regular season finale in which Carolina scored 94 points en route to a 94-81 win. So you look at all the offensive weapons on both sides of the ball. I don't think the defenses can slow either of these offenses down. I know it's a high total, but these teams like to push the pace. So I'm going to hope for explosive offenses on this one and take the over of 151.5.
Very nice. And are you going? I think have you done Kansas minus 4.5?
I think I'm not going to do that one. Do you think that's threading the needle a little bit too much?
Yeah, I do. I do think Kansas is the right side. The only thing I keep going back to, and I know I've said it before, but Jay Wright, if there's anyone who can work magic with 5 guys, it's probably him. And down the stretch, the thing is, if this game is close, Villanova has the edge because they are the best free throw shooting team in all of basketball. As a team, they shoot it over an 80% clip at the line. I think Kansas wears them out and just has too much depth in the second half, but I certainly understand why you would hesitate there.
But here's the thing. The free throws don't matter as much if Villanova's behind, because it's going to be Kansas at the line. You don't foul if you're ahead, correct?
Well, no, but what I'm saying is, let's say Kansas leads by, who knows? It can be 5 or 6 points. They miss a couple free throws, and then Villanova gets a shot or two. Maybe Villanova gets fouled. They're more likely to hit some clutch free throws down the stretch than Kansas. So if Kansas misses a couple shots at the line and Villanova doesn't, maybe that's the difference between covering the spread or not.
I think I am going to add Kansas to my card. I think I'm going to go. I know I've said that it's a little bit too specific, but I've given out Kansas all week long, so I can't back down now. Let's go with Kansas, laying the chalk with Rock Chalk Jayhawk, baby, going at -4.5. Jenks, are those all of your plays for the weekend?
Those are all of my plays. I'm just going hockey. I'm staying away. My picks are Kansas laying 4.5 and Duke laying 4.5. But man, I think these games are going to be hyper competitive. So I'm going to stick with hockey while I'm hot. Let's do your BetQL 5-star best bet, Chelsea. For inside analysis, historical trends, and more 5-star best bets, just download the BetQL app. Here we go. What does the Donkster have in store after a 1-0 night? Guess what? Your father's proud of you, donkey. Do I hear you making your computations right now? Donkey says, "Thanks, Dad. I think I can win again." Not that smart, son. Let's temper our enthusiasm here, okay? You're an inflatable donkey with a perma smile on your face. Here's what the Donkster says. 3 5-star best bets in the NBA tonight, Chelsea. I want to get your thoughts on this. Nuggets -3 hosting the Wolves. Nuggets -150 on the money line hosting the Wolves. There's the chalk donkey. And then Pistons at Thunder under 20 or 221.5. Do you like any of those picks that the Donkster is making tonight?
Do we remember when the Donkster took the Nuggets -225 on the money line and they lost outright?
I
Do we
sure do.
remember that fun little memory? So no,
God.
I'm not blindly backing the donkey here, especially because the T-Wolves have won each of the last 2 matchups against the Nuggets. And plus, the 4 losses that they've had in their 5 games that look, kind of bad on paper were to some of the best teams in the league, to Phoenix, to the Celtics, to the Mavericks. So no, I'm not all aboard the Nuggets train here.
I'm not either. I don't trust my son. I don't know what he's thinking.